Good morning. Do you have your beverage of choice? It's a little chilly up here in my room today, so I have my hot tea. I need it today. And I'm all set. I have 3 ideas for you. This was an idea that I saw and I thought, I think I'll give it a try and see what I come up with. I'm using the colors in the stamp set that she did, but then my other 2 are different stamp sets and different colors. I thought I would experiment. So I hope you'll join me and have some fun. And in case you don't know, my name is Robbie Rabala, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from New Bern, North Carolina. I love what I do, and I love sharing my ideas with you and getting you to be creative and have some fun. So let's see how many people come in. Crazy weather today. It was raining this morning, then it cleared up, the sun came out, and now it's clouding up again. Looks like it's going to rain. I think that's going to be our weather this weekend, which is okay. That just means I can spend some time in my studio. I have to prepare quite a few kits for my Christmas Stamp-A-Stack, and so I will be scoring and cutting paper all weekend and, just stacking it at that point so that I have it. I'm just going to do a whole pack and then I put the rest in with my stuff if I don't use it. Let's see, what else is going on in my world? Not a whole lot, to be honest with you. No, can't think of anything. Well, oh well. I am having fun playing. What did I do yesterday? Oh, I made cards for the girls. Oh my gosh. They're in the mailbox, so I can't show you. But I found a sidestep card that was done with soccer and soccer balls. And I have the old stamp set that has soccer balls and a volleyball in it for both girls, because Remy plays soccer, Zoe plays volleyball. So I made that sidestepper card with soccer balls for Remy. And then I saw the cutest thing. It was a stick figure, and she had her hands out jumping towards a ball. Well, I did the stick figure. It was a boy, but I made it a girl. I did the stick figure for Zoe, and I have it looking like she's diving for the ball to hit it. She's going to laugh when she sees it because it is cute, but it is a stick figure. So needless to say, it's one of those things, but I was just, I saw it and it was so cute. And it was like, I would love to see her face and see what happens when she opens it. I'll have to tell her mother that I sent it and say, I want you to record it for me and send it to me so I can see. If it's no big deal, then don't send it. But if she goes crazy, let me know. And then I sent Jess her birthday card. Michaela's birthday's tomorrow. Jess's is next weekend. So it's like, whoa. Yes. So I sent them both their cards, and I usually Zelle them money. So it's no big deal. So I got those in the mail. I sent Michaela's out. She should have gotten it yesterday or today. And Jess will get hers at the end of next week, middle to end of next week. But her birthday is the following Monday, and it's with the mail lately, it's too iffy. So I just sent it early, and then I just Zelle them some money so that they have a birthday present, and that's it. But we are planning a trip to Disney at the end of January, 1st of February. We're going to rent a house down there. Big house, has like 5 bedrooms and 4 baths, which we're going to need because of all the kids and everything. There will be 8 of us. I don't know if Michaela and Josh and Jake are coming down or not. I guess we'll see if they decide to do it or if they change their mind and don't come. But anyway, we're going to Disney, and it'll be interesting because the last time I went was 2 years ago, I think it was. I went down with Zoe and Remy and Jess, and we had a blast. We stayed on the property that time, and we went and did all of the fun things. And I mean, we were at the park from morning to night. This time we're going 2 weeks. We're going to Disney, we're going to Universal Studios, and I think there's something else there. I don't know. I don't know. They wanted to go to Harry Potter World is the main thing. So we'll see what else they're going to do. I don't know. I'm just along for the ride. I just give them my money and say, let's go. All right, I'm going to take one more sip and we'll get started. I don't see anybody in here, so I don't know if people have forgotten, they can't get on or what. But all right, give me a minute to pull this out, my camera over, and then I'm going to remove the spotlight and spotlight my camera. Okay. I don't know if you have this paper. This is the craft paper. It's 6x6. It was like, I didn't know what to do with it. So I thought, okay, let me see. And then the lady that I saw, she used the craft note cards. And I thought, well, I'll do the same thing, but I'll use this craft paper. So I'm going to use the craft paper. And the first stamp set I'm using is True Beauty. And I'm going to use this image, this image, this image, and maybe, did I pull that one? Nope, just those, 1, 2, 3, those 3. If I find I need something, then I can pull this one. So that's my first stamp set. And I'm going to pull in a piece of paper to put this on because I need it. Oh, that's crooked. Hang on. That's better. I'm looking at it and it's like, it looks crooked. So there we go. Now I'm going to use the same colors she used. She used Evening Evergreen, Poppy Parade, and Petal Pink. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my Poppy Parade, and I'm not going to put a sentiment on here. Well, I don't use Poppy much. It was hard to open. Just so you know, that way I can use it any way I want. All right, and I'm going to use the big image for the Poppy. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a, oops, not inked up. There it is. All right, and this is very juicy. So I'm going to ink this up. And I know you're thinking, oh my gosh, that's so bright. Well, yeah, it is. All right, and I may come back for more, but for right now, I'm going to set it aside. Now I'm going to pull in my Petal Pink. When you come in, say hello. Tell me where you're from. All right, let's see if I've got my Petal Pink. I need to store that one upside down. Here we go. Now, stamping on the what do you call this? Darn, I can't think. Craft paper kind of changes the color a little bit, but that's okay. And now I'm going to do my Evening Evergreen. Now, let's see. I'm always testing it, make sure I've got ink on it. All right, I'll put that one there. I'm going to stick this one there. I'm going to squeeze that one in there. I'm going to put that one going down. I figure the sentiment can go in there. And if I need to add gems or anything, I'll do that before I post. I need one more. And I think I'm going to put it. All right, here's what I'm going to do. No, I'm just going to go for it. There. All right, so there's what I have. All right. And I thought I was going to back this. What size is this? Yeah, I am. I was going to put a color behind it. Let me close these up. And I didn't pull out my colors for any of them. Oh my gosh, what was I thinking? All right, give me a minute here. I'm gonna put this on. Hey, Kim. I'm gonna move this out of the way in case it's wet. I'm gonna put this on early espresso. I tried the colors that I used and I didn't like it. It just didn't pop. Ooh, I know what I was going to do. I think I was going to put it on white, and I have white cut. So maybe that's what I was thinking. That one stuck together. Let's see. Well, that's the wrong size, so that's why it's stuck together. All right, I've got that, yes. Now, this is bowed. The paper comes this way. I don't know if it's the way they make it or what. So because it is bowed, I'm going to put it on with glue. And I may have to find a ribbon or something for this. I had so much trouble the other day getting my pin in. All right, so I'm going to put this down like so. All right, I'm going to put my big block on it. And I'm thinking it needs something, maybe some gold. Let's see what I have gem-wise. I did just get some more of these in. So I have those. There's a red, that won't work. That's the same as that. I'll have to see if I like the gold or the copper. And I have champagne. So let's see. I think I've got quite a few ideas here I can try. All right, I want to leave this space for my sentiment. So that's the reason why I'm not putting anything there. And let's see. Let's add some glue to the back of this and put it on my card base. All right, there we go. And then I can put my block on top of it again, just to hold it in place. Just be careful, don't slide it because you slide the thing. All right, so let's see. Let me pull out my champagne. I need to cut this one down. It doesn't want to come out. Well, maybe I'm going to put champagne on here and maybe I'm not. There we go. It was stuck. And I'm going to take this over to my trimmer and cut it down right now so I don't have to worry about it going in anymore. There, now it'll go in easy. I've got that one lone little one. So we'll see when I get it out which ones I use. And we'll go from there. Hey, Judy. Yeah. Yeah, I ended up with the white because it needed something and that's it. All right, let's see. I think I've got that down enough that it'll stay. All right, I've got, take this off. I've got copper. I've got, ooh, that one's kind of pretty. That's champagne. And then I've got the gold. So copper, gold, or champagne for some bling. What do you think? Okay. Kim, I think black would be too, how do I say this? too dark. So that's the reason why I was thinking add some bling in there. All right. Judy says copper. I kind of like the copper too. It's kind of interesting. I can get rid of this. I don't need that paper in there anymore. All right, so let's put some copper on here. Hey, Pam. All right. Ooh, that one went flying. I'm going to try to avoid this area. Like I said, I never know if I'm going to put a sentiment on it or not. So I'm going to add another big one like down here. I think I'm going to do 5 on this. I need one more. Move it that way. All right. There we go. So there's the first one. All right. I'm going to move this out of the way. And I'm going to put it over here so you can see it. Now, pulling in my paper again. Got my next piece. This one, I'm going to use Art Gallery, and I'm going to use this image, this image, this image, and I'm getting my leaves from here, which is going to be oh, okay, Judith. Thank you. Ink that up because it is photopolymer, so I don't know if it would work to use my markers. I've tried it before. And this one, I'm going to use Night of Navy, Pacific Point, and Old Olive. So I'm going to take I think I'm going to take the big one and do it in Pacific Point. And this time, all right, I know this work. It has got it. I'm going to go the opposite direction. Whoa! Boy, that's dark. I sure hope it lightens up. We'll see. All right, so there's my Pacific Point. This one could be interesting, ladies. And I'm going to do this one in navy. All right, so I'm going to come in here and here and one up here. All right. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take, I'm going to go back to my Pacific Point. I'm going to use that little one. And I'm going to off stamp it. I think I'm going to do it, off stamp it twice and then stamp it on here. So it'll be lighter. And I'm just going to kind of fill in. Okay, now we're going to do our leaves. All right, and I'm going to use my Old Olive. Oh, thanks, Barb. All right, and I'm going to use, I put it on here wonky because I want this. Now, I think I want the bigger one. I may use the little one later. So what I'm doing is I'm putting it on like so. And I'm going to bring it in here. This may be more trouble than it's worth. But see, I'm unless I've used this a lot, let me try my Old Olive marker and see if it, you kind of have to break this, or I don't know what you do it, dirty up the, oh, it did work. Okay, you have to kind of dirty up the photopolymer before the markers will work on it because it just beads up on it. All right. I guess I could have used the other leaves, but this is the leaves that go with it, so it matches it. And I'm gonna stick this one in here. I'm just kind of throwing them on there where I see I need something. Let's see if I can clean that off as much as I can get it. I don't have my, there. I'm going to move to the little one. Stick some little ones in here. I don't know about this one, ladies. This one is a little different. I need something over here. Well, that's definitely different. And I was going to put it on let's see. All right, I'm going to stop there. Was going to put it on espresso, but I'm thinking I might need to put it on navy or Pacific Point. Can't think this morning. All right, let me get this on here and my block on top of it. And I will look at, I'm not worried if it's upside down or whatever. I'm just getting it on here. All right, I have my espresso, but we may need to try it. Let me see, do I have a, no, I don't. Let me cut a Pacific Point one real quick. All right, here's Pacific Point. I was going to do it on espresso because of the color being so that craft, but I'm thinking this one may not look good on espresso. We'll find out, but I have the others here. All right, move that. All right, I've got that. So let me pick up my block here. Now, here it is on espresso. All right. Here it is on Pacific Point. And here it is on navy. So which do you prefer, espresso? Move my hand. Pacific Point or navy? What's your preference? I'm going to move some of my stamps. There. Okay, I got an espresso or navy. Any other? I'll do it again. There's the espresso. Doesn't look as bad as I thought it would. There's the Pacific Point, which this is Pacific Point, but they don't look alike. And there's the navy. Any other suggestions? Okay, everybody's saying espresso or navy, so we'll get rid of Pacific Point. All right, there's the navy. I tend to lean toward the espresso. Yeah, I think we'll go with the espresso. All right. And then we have to add some gems to this. Now I do have, they're retired, but I do have some of the blue ones that were from the waves of the ocean. Kim, I agree. I usually stamp on white or vanilla, and it was like, why? You know, we have so many colors that you could stamp on. That's probably going to ooze out, so I'm going to be very careful. I'll put it there and get rid of some of it. Okay, there's my block. I'll put it on the top. And all right, now I have my two colors so far. Where's my, where are my blue ones? And it may be interesting for me to find the blue ones. Where did I put them? I thought I had them in here. But maybe I don't. I do have these that are navy. So I could use those. All right. I'm going to take this off, set it aside for the next one. All right. I have copper. That's the copper. Let me get this thing off of here so you can see it without this. Okay. There's the gold. I want you to see it plain. There's the champagne. And here's the blue. Maybe. I hate that tape they put on the back. You end up losing half of your gems trying to get it off because it's so sticky. See, I've got gems flying everywhere. Flip them over and stick them back down. Hang on, ladies. So sorry. I've never had them this sticky. All right. Well, darn it. And then there's the blue. So one more time, because I know I messed it up big time. We have copper, and I have more on the other sheet. Gold. Champagne. And navy. So what's your preference? I went sticky, got to be careful. I'm gonna take the stickiness off of there. Same for this one, so I don't have to worry about it. That one's still sticky. I may have to use my copper. Gold. Champagne. Navy. I have a navy or a champagne. Any other suggestions? There's the copper again. There's the gold. I'm not real fond of the gold, so I think I'll eliminate those. Here's the champagne. Ooh, white. There's the navy. Let's see. I do have white. Let me find my other ones here. I got these that are the classic. Let me take it off of the. Here's white. I'm not real fond of the white. I don't know. It's just something about it. Not my favorite. I kind of like the copper. It's similar to the champagne, but this to me is too light. This gives it more of a contrast. The navy's not bad. I think I'm going to go with copper. I kind of like that one. Got to pull this back in. All right. So let's see. Oops, where's my top? I want to put these on upside down. There it is. I have it right. So I'm going to add that one. And hide that one in there. Another big one down here. You know what? I put that on upside down. Oh, well. It should have been the other way around, because that should have been the top. Well, I took some creative licensing. And I need one more. I think I'll use a small one. Whoops. Maybe I'll put it down there. There. All right. I'm trying to avoid the middle for my sentiment. All right, so there's number 2. Number 3, I am using Season of Chic, and I'm using the leaves. We're going to do a fall card. So let me get this out of the way. Pull back in my white paper. All right, so I've got my 2 leaves. Oh, and I forgot to bring up my cherry cobbler. So guess what? I'm going to use my cherry cobblers downstairs. Oh, let me see if I might have a ink spot in cherry cobbler over here I could use. Yep, I do. Thank heavens for ink spots. All right, so I've got an ink spot. All right, let's start with crushed curry. All right, and I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to add that one and that one. And I'm going to get my my little thing to clean my leaves with, because I'm going to use other colors. And this way I don't have to worry about it. All right. So there's my cherry cobbler. I'm not putting it away totally because I don't know if I'm going back to it. All right, I'm using Garden Green. All right. I think I'll come in here. I'm using both sets of leaves. There. Now I'm going to clean these. All right, move my green out of the way. It says I only have one person watching, so I don't know if everybody's dropped off or what. All right, now this one is pumpkin pie. I was gonna say only orange. Boy, does that go back. All right, I'm gonna stick the pumpkin pie there. Whoops, not that one. I don't want that one again. I want the other one. And there. Move the pumpkin pie out of the way. Okay. Well, at least I know Kim is here. I don't know if anybody else is, because according to my thing, only one person is watching. So I don't know if people got kicked off. All right, now this is my real red or cherry cobbler. Oops, I want it the other way for some interest. All right. And then I need this one. And put this one here. All right, now I need to fill it in. Let me use this one. It needs some fill in. Let's go. Oh, I should have used the other one. Darn. Hold on. All right, I'm going to put the real red there. Oh, I got to be careful. I got green on my hand. Don't know where that came from. All right, so I filled it in with some red. I think I need some yellow down here. So where's my yellow? All right, I need green here. So I need this one in green. All right, I think I need a red over here. Need this in the red. I need a yellow up here. Thanks, Brenda. I didn't see you in. Okay, that means there's two in here anywhere. Anyway, I said yellow. I was going to say, what did I say over here? Go at it that way. I need a piece of green up here. All right, I'm good here. Let me get something down here. Maybe a tip of red. I'm only doing the tip. I need an orange here. Okay, I think I'm going to stop there. I think I've got pretty good colors. I'm going to take and close up all my ink pads so I don't get my hands. Yeah, Brenda, I thought it would be fun to play with the leaves for some fall cards. All right, I can get rid of that out of the way. All right, I'm going to put it on my white. So I'm giving this a few minutes. Some of if my pad is juicy, it'll smear. And I don't want to smear it after all that work. All right. And now I got to remember to put this one on the right way this time. All right. Let's see. Okay. And it opens this way. I think I want it on that way. So I got to remember to put it on the right way. Brenda, those leaves are in Texture Chic, that stamp set. I love the leaves we had last year. These are okay, but last year's leaves were just gorgeous in my estimation. But, you know, one of those things. All right. Now it's time for some choices of gems. All right. All right, let's see. Move that. I think it's pretty good now. All right, we have gold. This one's kind of hard to do because of the way it is. The copper, if you can get an idea. All right. Champagne. But you know what I have? I don't know what color these are, because that was the holiday one. I don't know what color those were, or that orange color. So I did it again, Kim. Oh my. Oh well, that's fine. It'll stay. All right. So the gold this time. Then I've got those orange ones. I do have these red ones. I have green. So I have those. The champagne were kind of lost. I think the champagne's too close to the craft. I've got the red. Okay, we're down to gold. Not gold. Yeah, gold or red. All right, there's the red. There's the gold. Okay. Maybe the red. Okay. Okay, both of you say red. Good. All right, here we go. We're going to add the red to it. Does this? Nope, that's just two sizes. Let's see, one here. I need one more. Got to do it in odd numbers. There. All right, that gives me space for my sentiment. I will probably stamp my sentiment in espresso, because then it'll show up. And I have no idea about sentiments. Oh, let's see. All right, let's see what's in this one. Wow, this is gonna be hard for sentiments. I'm looking at the sets I have. All right, I can do the just because. That's one of my favorites. All right, you get that one. Thanks, Brenda. All right, now I need to. Let me see. Yeah, make sure I don't have it upside down. I think I'm going to put it on this, the just because on this one. All right, so I've got that one. There's that one done. I have, let's see. All right, this is a retired set also. The blue one is your favorite, Kim? I'm going with just a little high from me. Of course, I got to find it. There it is, I think. Yep. Right, there's that one. And nope, not quite big enough. Bring the next one up. Oh, a thinking of you would be a good one. Dang, I can't get it out. Well, there we go, finally. All right, there's that one. And then I'll do this one as thinking of you. Do one of these have thinking of you? Yes, Season Chic has it. Has it thinking of you. So I'll use that one. Oh. That's going to have to be this one. There we go. Done. All right. There they are, ladies. So that shows you how it'll change using the craft paper. So if you've got some in your stash, pull it out and use it with colors that you wouldn't even think. This one, to me, I love the colors with it. I'm not a poppy girl, but I did. So there we go. And I'm gonna get ready and go back to highlighting me. Okay, I'm gonna get this out of my face. Yeah, I figured that sentiments needed to be on there for it to really show up and really give you a taste of what they're going to look like. So I was glad that, you know, we came up with everything and they're done and something different today. All right, guys. I don't know about you, but I have a million things to get done this weekend, but I'll just take my time and do them. Mainly it's going to be scoring and cutting paper. So have a great weekend. Oh, for this one, I don't know. It might be interesting to see. I think cherry and poppy, no, cherry's darker, so it will be interesting to see. All right, I'm gonna get ready and go so that I can finish my tea because I got to heat it up again. And then I'm going to start my trek of scoring and cutting paper for my Christmas Stamp-A-Stack. You guys have a great weekend. Thanks for coming in. Don't forget, I'll be live on YouTube Wednesday at noon. I will post the link again so you'll have it. Have a great weekend, guys. Bye.